Well, guess what? We are up and running. Another day. I'm sorry, guys. I have been on the run lately, and it seems like this bitch just haven't stopped. I went to go see my doctor at the beach, and then I forgot about the past few days to hang out with my family in the mountains. So I ended up taking off to the mountains to hang out with my sister-in-law of my brother's marriage and my brother, and got home, and then next thing you know, let me fix this. I'm like frozen in time over here. There we go. That sounds so much better because it freezes and I can't hear shit outside, and then I feel like I'm echoing. So then after I got home, I was thinking, oh, I'm going to have a few days finally to catch up on just random shit, because I'm still behind on getting in touch with people. So to the ones that has sent me messages, I'm about 2 weeks behind. I know, I'm getting to it. So before I leave out this Saturday to go on vacation again to the beach, I will try to reach out to you and contact you, but I don't know if I can do readings or anything before that. It's just, I have a lot of shit going down. Just like this stain on the deck. It needs to be done before the fall comes, and I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough time, because we got to get busy doing the wood splitter and doing a bunch of shit to get ready for the winter season, because we heat with wood only. We don't heat with our central heat because I think it's much better and it's so much nice. Oh, you guys, if you don't have wood heat, you are missing out, honey, because I tell you, I wake up in the night and it's oh, guess what today is? Weed Wednesday. So y'all ready to get high? Let's get high. I opened up before. I normally don't get high while doing readings, but you know what? I don't give a fuck. So I do what I want, when I want, and if nobody likes it, go fly a kite. So my main thing is trying to understand gluttony, and why do people feel like they have to, even towards the ones that know them best, why is it that they try to put up a show for us? Maybe not everybody has this, but I thought it would be something to be able to talk about and just look into, because the thing is, there's a lot of people that puts out certain information, or they claim that they are of a certain stature, and it seems like a lot of times what they're trying to do is actually they're trying to belittle the people around them. And if you think that something like that's going to belittle homeboy right here, homeboy would not be sitting with stain that's halfway rotted off. You get what I mean? I'm past that point. I got some cute little hats though. Isn't that a cute little hat? But so what we're getting to today is we're trying to figure out the world as a whole. We're trying to understand why people react the way that they do. How do people portray themselves? Why? Why do they portray themselves a specific way? Is it because they're sitting with the hive mind? So is it the hive mind that's really working with them to try to activate this persona? Or are they in the hive mind and they're stuck in the hive mind and they just don't understand? I'm not quite sure, but I was wanting to know, and I almost got to the point this past week, I almost want to call someone and actually and apologize for what they had to listen to. It's just a shame. It wasn't what I had hoped, but it is what it is, and I know that not everybody's on the same wavelength, but the thing is, when you get around people that are, what is it that we need to know to get prepared for? Because I have a feeling people are going to, it's I just see masses of people that's going to start portraying certain ways, certain times to be able to fulfill this agenda, or the people are stuck in the hive mind. So it's like they don't know what's the best for themselves. So what they're trying to do is be stuck in, it's not intentionally stuck in the hive mind, if you get what I mean. It's like what they do is they need specific attributes of the hive mind to be able to propel forward. And by doing so, they do specific things to make themselves, because I see like everything like falls into place. But the thing is if you're not calling upon specific things, and if you want, okay, so if somebody doesn't know what they're doing, right? So here we go. And they're saying, I wake up in the morning and I pray to God. I pray to God. Okay, that's good. Are you speaking to the universal God? Or are you speaking to the lower gods? Because we are over here living in a 3D realm manipulated by our mind. Okay, and as we manipulate and do things within our mind, it has all been created by our mind. There is nothing here that coexists with anything. That's what we don't understand. It's like, okay, so we wake up and we pray to God. And but the thing is, if you don't look at and understand and manifest these attributes within the God, are you really going to get benefits without doing so? And a lot of people are over here just putting out certain things to where they assume that they're going to be able to be benefited, or say, God forbid, they find a sugar daddy, and then that's going to help propel them forward. Well, what we have to understand is this, right? Whether that happens, this is all material, right? So what we have to understand is if somebody feels to that certain extent to where they have to propel themselves forward with doing so, they are then taking their resonance to a state of like a lull to be able to propel themselves forward. So are they living to their highest and their best? No. So what we have to understand is when you're living to your highest and your best, whether you're over here living and making tons of money, it doesn't fucking matter, man. We gotta all it's like we gotta co-create together. If somebody wants to assume themselves as higher than you, allow them to co-create with you, right? So let's co-create. But the thing is don't belittle the bitch that's over here with shit that needs to be repaired on the deck, or someone that needs a few $1,000s to pay a bill, or I would like an electric motorcycle to like ride around town with my little gay hat. So that'll come, but right now I'm like, it'll come, and I want my Sprinter van 4x4. So that's like in manifestation mode right now. So we all got to work and co-create together, because if the people that are on a specific platform, they already understand the universal laws of finance. Now the people that are on a lower platform, they understand these laws, but they haven't allowed the laws to perform appropriately, if that makes sense. So what we have to start understanding is the people that's on the high platform, the low platform, and if we're all co-manifestors, we have to start like relaying this energy between each other. The thing is, these people, as they're manifesting, they still need the lower people to perform a specific way to get them there, if you get what I mean. So they still need the little boys and the little girls and the little trannies and the little whoever else who wants to come play in my arena. I don't give a fuck. Have fun, boo. So as soon as we all start co-creating together, that's when things will start happening. And this is the new segment within life. What I can't quite fathom is, I understand, okay, so if there is this new world being created, I've never seen the new world. I know what I've been told through like channelings and stuff like that, is the new world is being created. We will create the new world. What the fuck does that mean? Are we ending this world and then creating a new world? Is it all within our mind to where that world ends and then we start a new one within our brain only? Oh my God, what if? Is that backwards? The camera's over here. What if? So, I'm gonna be high as a giraffe's ass. I don't normally smoke pot. Who gives a fuck? We're coming into a new world. So, what we have to understand, right? So, as we're moving into this like new platform of thinking, people claim, okay, oh, well, the new world is happening. Does that mean that this world has to break to actually arrive to this new world? Are those people in the low frame of thinking going to die to the new world? Or is it just like all going to collapse around us, and then the only things that can be able to be manifested is the things within a certain vibration to be able to make the new world, and then everything else gets like deleted, like a simulation, almost like a game? Oh, maybe that's why I don't smoke pot and do this. Okay, so with that said, now if we're over here doing this, is everything going to co-create together is the question. Okay, so as we form this new cycle, we're going to, it's like, okay, so a lot of people that are so stagnant within this genre, I guess we would call it. It's more like we're almost like in a play, right? Think, okay, so if Hare Krishna came and then Jesus came, we're like in a new segment of a movie almost. And that's why we get reincarnated back in, to where we're living within a segment of each still frame of the 1900s, early 1900s. You see the still frame. So if that's the case, this segment, so this life is made for everyone to ascend to be their best. But the thing is, oh Lord, my partner's going to get home. I'm going to be high, so high. Weed Wednesday. Okay, so as we move into this new segment, a lot of these people that cannot live on a certain oh goodness. Okay, so if they can't live on this platform, this bitch is gonna be gone. Now the thing is it's like, it's not gonna happen overnight. So it's almost like they're going to start getting like disease of the body. And these people are not going to be able to co-create with us as well as they wanted. So what they're going to have to do is they're going to start forming all these blockages. Mind. So the mind is just going to be like a blank slate. And it's like, so and when these people move into this new frame of thought, after they start having these blockages, all they can fight for would be like the material world. So, as we move into this new system within this material world, the shifts will start to happen, but it's like their bodies will start like failing as it goes. More like, we're like they're dropping off like dominoes or something. So it's like, because you have to think of it like on a world scale, right? So as we look at it, how things are going to be shifting, and most people, I think, will probably have like it's going to be like a sudden thing. And what we have to understand, these were contracts before they ever arrived. So as they made these contracts, everything started lighting up. But they took specific like contracts there towards the end, and a lot of these people, okay, so they're showing like the older generation that has like first started this spiritual movement, that what they're going to have to do to be able to help this like the newest generation is they're going to have to sign off and then be able to help us on another realm. So it's like they have moved on. They aren't even in the heavenly realm. So what they're doing is they've passed through the high rise, then went to the heavenly realms, but they had no karmic debt. So what they're doing is they've now will prepare to work in realms outside of the realm of the heavenly realm to be able to help within this cycle. And what's weird is, so the reason that they're going to start doing that is as people start having these issues that can't hold themselves to a certain state of being, it's either they live in a certain state of denial, and it's not quite denial. It's like they assume something, but it's really not, if you get what I mean. So we have to think of it like that. Okay, so there are so many people that's in this frame of mind, but they aren't. And then those people are going to, it's like the hive mind is going to just like propel forward, because as these enlightened people have forced themselves into these realms to help us, they still have to go through a process. And during the process, they have to go through the high rise and then be associated to the realms that I'm talking about. So during that time that these like the older generation, and I'm seeing like it's already like started. I feel like it's actually started before I'm even, I would say 2 years ago. So it's like certain processes have been fulfilled to get where they are today. But as we start moving in and having this other realm working with us, what's going to happen is there's going to be the other side. And the other side is going to be, I don't think it's actually like going to be bad. It doesn't look bad. Maybe I'm just high. But what I was just thinking was, it's not that they're bad. What I'm seeing is like cuckoo birds. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So it's like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs is going to be the other extreme from what we are. And then you're just going to look at cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs in a different way. Oh my goodness. So because the extreme has to become more. To get us where we need to be, the extreme has to be more than what we're talking about today. So like a couple videos ago, I was talking about the crazies. The crazies are going to be like more than crazy. It's going to be like crazy. Oh, they really going to be crazy. But I guess by the time we've been through all this shit, I tell you, what the fuck's crazy? I've gotten to the point to where now I think like I'm crazy, you was really fucking crazy, and then the hive mind is like bananas, if you get what I mean. So I'm to the point now I don't know if I would actually look at it any differently. My mother was actually speaking about some situation today. What's funny is she was speaking about it, and about a shooting. And I told her, I said, I've never even heard of it. You're kidding. somebody was shot. They done had a massacre somewhere. I think it was in Texas. And I was like, I never heard about it. Thank God I'm out of the hive mind. I'm so over this. Oh, this is so nice. Look at my eyes. They done got squinted. I tell you, it's just funny how certain things are just still stuck, and it's like we're going to get unstuck. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. I just see like we have to really see this extreme for what it is, and to see this extreme, it's going to be a train wreck, baby. I hope y'all got y'all's diapers on, because somebody's going to shit the pants during this ride. Actually, it's not going to be bad. The thing is I think a lot of what we have been through within, like, say, the last 4 years has prepared us for this moment. So I'm just seeing it like, okay, they had to prepare us. Natural law has to prepare us, even not like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Well, maybe it prepared them too, but they just didn't understand it. But I'm thinking they had to prepare us. So we have been prepared this last like 4 or 5 years. 2 years before everything went down in the world, I was telling my group, probably 6 months to a year before it happened, I said, shit's about to go down. Get prepared. It's going to be like a break of the entire system. And then everybody's like, you called it. I know, honey. So I think that it's like preparation and understanding your truest high, God's self. And while doing so, we have to look at it for what it is. A lot of these people, I think, are so bought into the system, they don't even realize they're doing it anymore. So it's like they're sucked in and sucked in and sucked in for so long. They still deem to be like there, but they aren't there. They're trying. A lot of people, it's going to be a lot of hard work for a lot of people. Some people like have already gotten there, and then they're called crazy. And then other people are trying hard, and then it's like the other ones that are like not quite sold, but are able to help, will start like being slapped in the face, and then everything is going to change in their life. Everything. So it's showing like a whole cycle. So the last stages of humanity today is going to be like slapped into reality, and it's going to be an extreme shift even with these people. The middle people are going to have a hard time because they still understand both aspects. So they're still like wanting to learn more, but not understanding the full picture. So it's like they're both going to be growing together, and there's going to be a lot of contradicting stuff that's going to be placed, because people are going to want to try and learn, because this cycle is moving into the people that are able to hold it, but need a good slap of reality and do everything that they need to do. The time's like soonly approaching. And then there's the middle stage people. They understand the stage is here. And the stage is for everything. It's not for humanity itself. This stage is for the planetary body. This stage is for the animals of creation. So the stage that we're moving into, what's going to happen is this, and this, what I have gotten is before, and still it's like showing a shift of like a new reality being formed during this process. So there's going to be a lot of new wonders. So things are just going to pop out of the sky, like sky high. So things are just going to like, and I keep seeing like a cat with long teeth. So things that we thought that did not exist will start coming back. And it's almost like making you think of the old world, right? So the old world of like the leprechauns and mysticism and stuff like that. So what this shift is going to become is people are going to see things that they used to assume that did not exist, but actually it's here. So it's more like a mystical world. to be able to create a new world, if that makes sense. Ooh, this is getting deep. Goodness. Oh, goodness. Oh, this is going to be fun, I tell you. Could you imagine seeing a motherfucking saber-toothed tiger? I don't know where they came from. I don't know where they were. What if they were in, like, North America? Here. Just hanging out before they got extinct. I could only motherfucking imagine one of those coming up here. Could you imagine? She will kill the dogs. She will kill me. I just hope we're, like, in a vibe, honey. Because I don't know what the fuck would happen if we moved up here with, like... But actually, what's funny is, okay, so it's not actually going to happen, but it's more of a mystical time. So things will start to manifest into becoming of that, and we'll see things like a manifestation of things. So, like what the mystical part of ourselves. She is the mystical part of ourself that we are rebirthing into a new season. So as this comes, we'll start finding new traits, new benefits. Ooh, girl, get it, girl. Oh, goodness. It's going to be nice. I tell you, we got some cuckoo birds. And I tell you, I've gotten to the point now, I'll see these things, and people can be draining. Not intentionally. I'm not saying intentionally. I'm saying people are very draining now. And during this process, what we have to understand is be able to manipulate the draining principles behind it. So, as we start looking at these principles, we're going to start growing into a new. It's nice, I think, but we all have to understand where we come from, who we are. We have to understand how this cycle is, right? So we need to look at the cycle for the best. And if a few cuckoo birds have to pop off, you might be able to handle it, and you might not. We'll just have to go with the flow. And I have a feeling the cuckoo birds are here for a reason. Everything's here for a reason. So if you have a few cuckoo birds, just flow with it. I mean, we gotta try to help everybody, right? So we can have a few cuckoo birds. We can have a few people that assume certain things about oneself or the growth of the being of someone. They can say all they want, but if as long as what you feel to be right today, that's all that matters, right? So as long as you are growing to become the best person, then there's no reason for anybody else to judge it, right? Even if you have problems, we have to look at it like this. Everybody's going to have fucking problems. But the thing is have you sent yourself to like a certain state of being while getting there? Have you sold yourself? Because if you've sold certain aspects, I would say you've already signed off to like the cuckoo bird stage, if you get what I mean. Like the stage of becoming cuckoo. Because it's like 3 cycles of people right now. And there's just like three cycles, but within those cycles, there's like 2 to 3 cycles within each, if that makes sense. And there's some that's just old, that's going to drop, but you have to think, even if they're old today, within 5-10 years, are they that old? You get what I mean? Are they're really old? And then the more enlightened ones know the process is coming. Now the other older ones, and they'll probably drop too, to be honest, because there has to be more of an extreme. And how I'm feeling is like the extreme that what I see is cuckoo. There's going to be more of an extreme to where Maybe it's the ones that want to sign off and then the older ones, just to get that extreme. And then the new cycle can begin, because there has to be the cuckoo. Even though we cuckoo right now, we is cuckoo. We is cuckoo. I tell you, this world is just cuckoo. Oh shit, it's cuckoo. Oh my God. Okay, what I will do is finish that. I'm gonna go play in the garden. High as the giraffes has. Oh goodness, I should not have smoked all that, because I now feel really good. You know what? Also, what we have to understand with the lineages of our people, how there are like things that are set up in our life to push you that way. And as we push forward into this new season, it's going to create you to find your heritage, is what I'm seeing. It's like the ancestors are starting to push forward where we are originally, because that's where our DNA needs to be right now. It's the only way else I can explain it, because I'm looking at it like it is, right? So as we're moving into that, yeah. I forgot what I was talking about. I just said yeah, and don't even know what I was talking about. How do you like the little garden back there? Okay, well, I think that I'm done for the day. I'm just gonna go and play in the garden and be high. Bye, guys.